Mass Mambas. Beantown, the 9 seed. The hometown hero, maybe, chugging their way through this bracket. Already today played a couple games. They have upset every team that they've played so far. Beat Central Mass 19-6 to start the day, then upset top seed overall 32 Sports 13-6, and then a 1-point victory in the semis over New Hampshire 20-19 to earn their spot here in the final. Mass Mambas, the 2 seed, has been cruising somewhat, had a little bit of trouble in the quarterfinals against Flagstar, but came out on top 12-7. Semifinals, cruise control, 27-6 to lead us to this championship spot. And what a good one we have on top. Adam Giardino and Jess Todd along with you. Morgan Bedard and Ava McCoy helping us out down on the sideline and getting some really good info from some players, coaches, you name it along the way. Also helping to verify some of the times because it's being only officially kept by the officials on the field. So we'll get to some of that as we go, trying to keep you as updated as possible. But so far, it's been smooth sailing in these championship games, and we've seen some high-level talent, no different on what's about to come here.
And if you saw earlier today, the 7U championship game, a couple of games back, the Mambas played in that one as well, winning the title over 32 Sports. With a different color scheme. The younger Mambas were bright yellow, a little more muted for these Mambas, who are on defense to begin this one. The Rebels are on defense to begin this one.
Had to make sure we were getting that locked in because of essentially the same color jerseys, except when you get the close-up there. So, yeah, Beantown Rebels on defense to start. Mass Mambas, led by quarterback Miles Candelario, getting the first crack at it here on offense. Connection with Dante Sisse. Trying to go through the middle. And another one in the teeth of the defense, complete. Steve Lombard finding an opening. And quick to work. The Mambas easily down the field and into the end zone in the blink of an eye. A powerful touchdown, even more so on the celly by Sisse.
And for Candelario, his ability to just get the ball and get rid of the football, huge. You mentioned how quickly they work downfield. And for the Rebels, just weren't able to get themselves set defensively, it seems like.
No wasted movements when he releases the ball so fast, almost like triangle passing in basketball right there. They move it around quickly, and Third Schneider Rock converts successfully.
You talk about drawing up a perfect play for a defense, and that was the perfect play to draw up against a pressurized blitz. The Rebels brought Josiah Williams in, and he was a half step late before they started swinging that ball around.
He's timed it up perfectly on the snap, and they still got it out. Nothing you can do. Perfect execution on their first offensive drive for the Mambas. Results in 7 total, and we'll see the Rebels take to the field on the opposite side of the ball for the first time in this game. And running clock until the final minute of the second half, where the pro clock rules will come into play if the game is within 18 points, and every single contest for the championship so far today have fallen in that category. Fake handoff from quarterback Jerai Boisrand. Gets it out quickly. Excuse me, that's Aiden Kane for the Rebels. Leading the show for this underdog team. Again, coming all the way from the 9 seed to reach the championship. A lot of it's been because of Kane. Loading up, going down the sidelines, looking for his guy. Big collision. Flag comes in. It's ruled a touchdown. Julian Hunter-Coleman came down with the catch, but immediately goes down. And we'll hope that he's okay.
For a while, he had this football as he went crashing down. You can see him land square on his back.
Welcome back to Tim Murphy Field at Harvard Stadium. We had a Beantown Rebels player go down. That was the reason for the lengthy delay. It was Julian Hunter-Coleman. We're going to throw it down to Ava McCoy, who has an update on his stats.
Was down, injured in the end zone. The medics have removed him from the field, and there are no further updates to be given.
So we hope the best for Julian Hunter-Coleman and his recovery from his injury. In the meantime, the championship game here for his 12U Beantown Rebels and the Mass Mambas resumes, and something that Hunter-Coleman would probably cheer for, his team successful on the conversion. So at a lightning speed last time with the ball and elite efficiency, Miles Candelario is a surgeon out there for this offense, and he delivers once again over the middle for Rock, and this offense quickly moving again.
And the good news is for Coleman is at the top of your screen, you can actually see him pacing the sideline now. Those are his feet that are walking just outside the pylons of the end zone. Just so from an update standpoint, obviously we don't know anything beyond that, but to be walking around and walking, 60 feet under your 60 yards under your own power, it's great news in the short term.
Candelario surveys near the goal line, completes, reaching out, touchdown, and the Mambas go back in front. Finds his guy, Cisse again. Both scores coming by way of that connection.
And here's a look, and you can see right at the goal line, there's an inadvertent pick being set there of just a couple of guys crossing through, and I think the officials did the nice job of holding the whistle.
And straight to the conversion. Catch signaled inbounds. It'll count. Celebration to follow. Brady Sullivan hauls it in. Adds to that score for the Mambas.
Quick rollout, quick strike.
We tick under 2 minutes to go here in the opening half. It's been a thriller, some quick offense on both sides. Kane loads up, finds the check down with Josiah Williams. Quickly corralled by the defense of the Mambas. Only a couple yards to go there. You see that hash mark in the middle of the field and also the cone at the top of your screen. That signals midfield, so Rebels just need to get beyond that for a fresh set of downs. Kane sends a man in motion. Loading up, going deep for the end zone. Back of the pylon, knocked away. Defense breaks it up. A flag is down.
It almost seemed as if the Mambas defender was the frustrated one. And that could very well be offensive pass interference. Sure seems like that's what the call is going to be.
Still on their own side of that midfield mark. Looking to pick up a first down. Quick throw, they'll do that. working against the time. That was Goffin picking up the first down, and they'll take a timeout. Buy themselves a chance to talk it over, regroup here as they make a push, try and tie this up before halftime.
Yeah, critical spot where you're able to carry over your timeouts from the first to the second half and potentially have as many as 4 timeouts to go in the second half. But obviously the Rebels deciding here that it's more critical that they take a real chance at putting some points on the boards against the Mambas to close out half number 1.
We've seen them look for Jaden Groh in that deep part of the field. It'll be a check down for Williams. Double pass, looking for his guy. Can't quite connect with Goffin down the sideline. They'll take to the offensive side to begin half number 2, though, after receiving the throw off. Play action from Kane. Diving attempt made. The steering here on the near side was Josiah Williams. Couldn't come up with it.
Legitimate pump fake really moved the defense around. That was an upper level move from the quarterback position, but wasn't able to complete the pass because the blanket defense was so good in the secondary.
Jaden Groh checks back in. That beautiful looking long hair, trotting long. Kane instead decides to work it towards the outside, incomplete, looking for Piotrowski. Nice defense on the play. Breaking up the pass was Brady Sullivan.
We do have a flag that comes in, so we might be seeing pass interference. Moved it just shy of midfield.
Kane looks for direction from the sideline, looks to have gotten it. Entire team seemingly goes deep. He finds the crosser in Williams, and that'll set up a fresh set of downs. They'll have 4 to score. Draw close to even with the Mambas. Again, those wristbands calling in the plays for the Rebels. Mambas looking for a false start, and they will get it.
Snap infraction by Piotrowski.
Getting some direction from their guys on the sidelines. Don Alex, James Goffin, and Alex Rosemont leading this Rebels team. Kane connects on the sidelines. That's Goffin sneaking in. 5 yards to go, maybe a little bit more. They respot it farther back. Maybe about the 9-yard line here. Good looking pickup to Miles Goffin. Kane surveying. Looks towards the goal line, and he's in. Goffin on the comeback route. Cuts across and scores.
He found his man, and it was really all of the humanity that gathered in front of the goal line that helped create a wedge once he made this catch to come back for it and then slice his way across and just find a little window to break that plane and get in for 6.
Looking for the conversion, making the jumping grab. Josiah Williams puts together a highlight to make this an even game. 14 all. And the Mambas to go back to
where you go down, you score, and then you still need the extra point. And in flag football, it's far less of a sure thing than going for an extra point in the NFL, where you're going to convert just about every time. But the Rebels do really well to go down and tie it.
Those long end zone looks at the throw-offs, really cool to see just how far they are heaving the ball downfield. Flag comes in on the play as Cisse is in the process of returning the throw-off. Flag guarding the call, so it'll back up the start to this Mambas drive. Candelario checks it down. There is Cisse. One step closer to midfield. Another quick throw to his man, Cisse.
Going to have a holding call on the attempted tackle. Got a whole lot of jersey, and at least at the start, not a lot of flag. Maybe not.
Initial signal was definitely, it was a holding on the defense, but looks to have declined the penalty. And they'll pick up the first down regardless. Nice pass from Kane. Quick throw into a crowd for Ty Ward.
After the penalty, got the first down on the next play regardless.
So first down over midfield for the Mambas, back to work quickly. Ward once again. Flag pull made by Jaden Groh. The fastest tempo offense we've seen, bar none, across this championship slate so far today at Harvard Stadium.
And just really on the same page as much as anything. So, yeah, they move quickly, but they have really good rhythm in a sense of what play they're running from snap to snap.
Even out of incompletions, right back to it. Blitz comes. Candelario gets it away. Double pass set up. Won't matter. Here's Brady Sullivan. He does let it go. Do they come up with the catch? No. Ball hit the ground is the ruling. Tough break for a tremendous effort.
And this play, you almost wondered if he had just kept it. It seemed like he had the edge to maybe turn the corner. Slightly better throw, and that is 6.
He might have had the edge. Josiah Williams also was coming with some speed from behind, trying to get that pull. Sullivan again on the receiving end of the lateral. Couple nice moves. Extends, he's in! Touchdown! If you're playing any sort of football game on a controller-based system, I think he just hit every button on the entire wheel.
One play after saying, hey, maybe he could have kept it himself. He does keep it himself, and his athleticism pays dividends.
He was definitely listening to you. He has the feed actually in an ear pod, listening in live. Candelario lets it go on the conversion jump ball. Cisse through a crowd. Couldn't quite come down with it. Looking for a flag. He won't get one, but a great effort.
Take a look at this touchdown. Again, the effort, getting the ball in the hands of a guy that isn't your standard quarterback, shakes the defender, and then he's got the...
Williams corrals it off the throw.
Multiple flags and hats and everything being thrown down, so this one will likely come back due to flag guarding.
Got a shoe untied on the way. That's what happens in the heat on the turf when you outrun your cleats. Some serious speed for Williams. So 4 minutes left here in the 12U championship. Kane uncorks it deep, and he is intercepted. Stepped in front by Kason Cotto. A huge swing of momentum.
Let's take a look at this coverage. Clear across the field, undercut the football, and go get it, young man. Outstanding momentum shifting play here midway through half number 2.
The defensive specialist. 3 players in the backfield. They only had 2 run routes. Maybe looking for some trickery, playing the lateral game, but the Rebels sniffed that out early on, and a huge play in the backfield made by Josiah Williams to pull that flag and get a negative yardage situation.
Goes for a huge loss there.
So this is the time-wasting category now, and that's why you're seeing this from this Mamba's offense. There was some miscommunication between the referees and Ava McCoy down on the field, who was confirming their clock. We're now under 30 seconds to go, and there is the end of the game there, as no more timeouts were available for the Rebels to stop the clock.